Hello everybody, welcome to 2024. I'm done with my break. We're back pretty much where we left off here at Whiskey RP. We're taking care of the lime on field 5, which has been blended in with the field to the right here. We're gonna get this lime all taken care of and get some barley planted for the next season so that we can keep producing whiskey. Got a lot of other things to take care of here in Montana before we head back for the big harvest season in Iowa. We got to take care of the wood chips over here at the sawmill, as well as move a lot of wool around. So I'm going to get a good start going here, probably hand off to a worker in a little bit and get all of those chores taken care of before we start planting. But I wanted to get this lime going pretty good first, and it's kind of awkward here because only the first half of this field needs lime, the other half does not. So we will, do an outline ourselves and then potentially let good old Bobby take over from there. We did extend this field a little bit, so I want to take care of all of this myself as well to make sure we get it all nice and limed and prepared for seed to go down. After that, we'll have to do some fertilizer as well, but Bobby might be taking over after that because we got to get back and take care of the harvest in Iowa. So yeah, we'll get this done, loop around, and we'll take a look at the map and see what the data is telling us after turning around here. Try not to waste too much on the areas that don't need lime, and I can't remember exactly where this field was to begin with, so that's why we'll take a look at the data afterwards and see if we do need to go a little bit farther over to the right. All right, we'll stop right there, take a look. Yeah, that did good. So now we'll just do this end row here, and after that, it's gonna be just the middle of field 5. Very nice. It looks like we need to get a little more lime purchased here. Let's come over here, fill up just what we have, and go from there. And while we do that, I hope everyone had a great holiday season, good Christmas, good New Year's. I'm excited for 2024 to see what's in store for the channel, and thank everyone for joining and checking out the channel over the year. It's been an exciting ride. We're just getting started here on the Sock's Way Up Farming Simulator channel. We'll see where this exciting 2024 takes us. Let's go ahead and get some more lime purchased so we can get back out there. We'll go ahead and we'll grab, I think we're gonna need them all, so we'll grab 8 more. And they're over there. All right, get all filled up, get back out there. We might get the truck to help us load. We'll see. We're not too far away from this location where we're spreading lime, so it doesn't take too long to come back and refill. And I might do this whole thing myself. It's, I took a long break from playing over the holiday here, so I'm really enjoying being back on Farm Simulator. Let's go get this field limed. Back where we were so we don't miss anywhere. Right about here. And we'll continue on. Another trailer of lime done, so we're gonna go fill up again. I'm hoping one more hopper full of this trailer is enough, or the spreader is enough, and we'll get going from there to planting. Oh, it's so nice to be on Farming Simulator again. Nice break. Plenty of lime still over here for us, so we'll get filled up again and get that field all taken care of. All right, just about 8 more yards of lime. Let's get it spread. Looks like we're gonna need a little bit of lime to finish this up, and I was wondering if anybody else has this problem. Every time I do a Windows update, the dead zones in my steering wheel get reset. It's kind of frustrating. Anybody else have that problem? And for reference, I use 1% for the dead zones. Yeah, I don't like a lot of dead zones. Oh, wrong button. Come on, gas. I think while we're close here, we're gonna go ahead and fill up with some lime here. I was driving around thinking my force feedback wasn't working anymore, but it's just the dead zone is so wide open that it feels like the force feedback's not working, but it is. And that should be more than enough lime to finish this field up. And the last pass, we'll get this all done and get onto the planter, or the seeder. Is it a plant? I think it's a planter. It's a planter. The big, huge planter, and get some barley put in the ground. It should be direct drill. We shouldn't have to cultivate. I hope I'm not wrong about that. But first, we're going to move around the wool and probably the wood chips as well. Take a little break from the farm work and get some chores done. And then we got to get a lot of planting going because we got to get to Iowa and get some harvest going. Broken record. And done. No till planting this time. I don't remember where we've been keeping this, so we're going to put it right here for now. New year, new me. I'm learning how to back up. That's right. We don't have the truck here. So we have this tractor pulling around the trailer. Go ahead and switch this to what will work for... Oh, I think we had it on it already. The Euro pallets is what we want to set this to. Get going, and then we'll pick up the wool. And we'll look at the production and see if it makes sense to sell this wool now or head on over to the production. But it's a lot of wool over here. Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, we got that to line, but we will discuss that later. All right, let's look at the... Where's it at? Is it on the top here? The spinnery is looking 8 yards of wool and a lot of cotton still. I think we can. Missing materials. That's just because it produces it so fast. It is distributing correctly. Yes. All right. Let's see about this. This is 11 yards. So we know in a couple days we could produce more. And there's 8 there already. Let's just sell this at Hoot's Place. Let's get some more cash in. We got a harvester as well as some type of way to transport grain is going to be needed in Iowa, so we need to get as much money as possible. And since we can't sell those black beans yet, like on last episode, we're going to need a little bit of cash. $1 million was the goal, but I would like a little bit more. And that gave us $32,000, almost 33, so that's very helpful. So funny when you have $1 million, 33 doesn't seem like it moves the meter much there, but it still does. Well, let's get home. Let's take a look at the wood chips. We need to look at the whiskey production and make sure it has enough capacity in there so it doesn't run out again like it did a few months ago. And then after that, we can get to planting. We are going to have Bobby cut the grass very soon because we're starting to run low on food for the sheep. And we might want to start thinking about cycling out some of these older sheep for younger ones. Yeah, things to think about. Chickens should be good. I don't know if we have much eggs over there. We do have a good amount of eggs that we could sell as well. I might have Bobby take care of that later. Let's head on over to the sawmill, take care of the wood chips. I'm looking at the production here for the whiskey. We have 2 yards of wood chips. It's red, but I think that's okay. 102 bushels of barley still. Yeast is out, so let's go ahead and we'll head over there first. I'm glad we checked. Wonder how long that's been going on. Oh man, we gotta do better at this. Good amount of whiskey over here to spawn. I think we want to get that other semi purchased, or maybe, gosh, probably fly Bobby out, have him drive back here with the semi. Oh man, we got to figure that out. The transportation of all this back and forth. What's going to be the cheapest? What's going to be the best route? But let's get some of this yeast moved. We're going to move about 5 pallets right now. It's 1, and we'll do the rest off camera. Okay, I lost track. We have 480 pieces of yeast in the whiskey distillery now. Barley, we could move a little bit over. Water, we're going to have to keep an eye on as well. Corn's looking good. Maple syrup's good. Wheat's good. All right, let's head on over to the sawmill. Now a joystick. That is something that I have not purchased yet, but is going to be very soon because I am tired of using the mouse to do chores like this. And we're going to go ahead and make a little bit of cash here on the wood chips. We'll send this over to the production here behind us. And hopefully it's about 3 or 4 loads would be nice. Should be 1 here. Nice. And oh, it just ticked over. So we're not going to see the sales of this till the 16 o'clock hour, which is 4 o'clock. But we're running out of time here. We got to get to planting. Gosh, are we too high? I don't know. Is it the terrain? All right, there's the second load here. The rest is getting moved around a lot. Let's see if we're going to be able to pick it up or not. Action can't be performed. Why not? There we go. Weird. And there's our 3rd scoop. And just a little bit left over here. We'll try to get scooped up. And it looks like it might be enough for another full bucket here. We can never win the battle. There we go. And the rest is just going to stay. 4 buckets. I'm very happy with that. That up and good. All right, let's shut this off. And finally, get this motor turned on and head on out to the first field that we're going to do, which is the one closest to the store, which is the combo of, I believe, 3 and 4. Drive over here, go ahead and unfold this. I always forget the width of this, so we'll get it unfolded, get it lined up, and get all prepped here. All right, let's go ahead and get this lowered, turned on, and away we go. What does it recommend for speed here? 14, we'll keep that in mind. And there we go, cruise control enabled, 14 miles an hour. And we'll go ahead and do the entire headland here, see how that's doing for seed. Give us an idea of how much seed we're gonna need, and then start doing up and down. Probably 2 or 3 headlands, I think we'll do here. Probably, maybe 3, I don't know. And we'll get to the end here and go completely straight. Then we'll back up and rotate around to continue on with the planting. Go ahead and raise it up and back up like this. Yep, and that should allow us to loop around and somewhat get lined up again. Yeah, not bad. Good turn radius here. Lower it back down and away we go. This headland all done. Yeah, and this gives us a good idea here, taking this entire path across of just how big this harvest is going to be. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good to have these as less fields with the same crop in it and harvesting it all at the same time and really just taking advantage of being able to do long passes on the harvester. And it'll be interesting to see how often we have to unload. I would imagine some of these are going to be, you know, unload while we're harvesting is going to be a requirement. So Bobby and I will both have to take care of that and work together. But that's a good thing, right? Our one headland done here, and it used about 22% of the seed, which I guess isn't too bad. But I do think that one headland's enough, and we'll start, yeah, just take care of this oddly shaped area. Let's get our GPS out here. That's pretty good actually, but just to be safe, we'll go ahead and do this, lower it, and we'll take care of this odd shaped area. Whoops, going a little fast there. And then we'll start, you know, doing ups and downs right now and get this done. You know, I've done a lot of fields with this planter or seeder. Gosh dang it, it's a seeder. And I don't remember running out of seed, but I know it's 2 fields put together, but it's kind of funny. The whole time I was doing that, was thinking, you know, it's nothing like making a field bigger to make your implements feel smaller. And I thought we had good enough size implements here in Montana, but whew, it's taking a little bit to plant this field. Let's see what we got about capacity of seed over here. And it looks like we need to place an order. Go ahead and we'll do 8 bags. Why not? $6,500 down the drain, but it's an investment that is needed. Get this refilled here, get that field finished, and then we're going to hand over to Bobby to do the other field while we fertilize and figure out our plans for the other 2 fields directly in front of us by the vines. And locking back in where we were. Turn it on, lower it, and activate. Perfect. Let's get this field finished. There's just one tiny little spot that we missed up here. Look at this, 1,600 hour. We have a 1.12 million. That's awesome. So the wood chip factory over there populated a good amount of money for us, as well as probably the winery, because we got that going again, and the distillery. We got all the productions up and running, so that definitely helped out. Let's go ahead and finish this little spot here. Then we're gonna go get this topped off with seed and get it all prepped for Bobby to take over and plant the other field. And we'll get on our sprayer and start spraying some fertilizer. Got to get this done today. All right, with this all prepped, we're gonna take a look at a new mod and see if we can figure out how to use it. Let's see if it's in the helps. Let's see if it's in the helps. Loading machines. All right, let's look at buttons. Activator. Follow me, guided steering, helper admin, left shift and backslash. All right, left shift, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Maybe it's this one? Number key on? Let's try setting it to we'll try doing that. And that should come up, but it's not working. HUD, left shift, let's try something else here. Oh, okay. So it looks like we're gonna try something. This was not working. We're trying to use the helper administration mod, so we enabled it. Now we're going to go ahead and save the game and restart it and see if that works. I hope it worked. And let's see what we mapped it to. I already forgot. Doesn't seem to work for us. I don't know if anybody else has any problems with that or has figured out how to get it to work. Left shift, I'm definitely hitting that. I've remapped it so I know that is the case. But I don't see, it says, you know, you can't have any workers. We don't have any workers going right now. I don't know if there's some conflict with some other mods that we have. Let's see if there's any errors in here. Add config, unit fill. I don't think that's going to be it. Hairstyle. I don't see anything. Let's try this and see if there's any errors that show up when we switch this. Let's try that. Nothing shows up in the console. And yeah, it just doesn't seem to pop up for us. So I don't know. We're going to try to give it a shot. And, you know, the way we do things, we're going to leave this in the video because I'm hoping some of you know how to get it to work. Let's drive out to the field and we'll get Bobby all set up and get rolling. Sad times. And why won't those close? Why won't those close? Close tops, close up. First one. All right, Bobby. You don't look like Bobby. Imposter. Enjoy. Let's go ahead and get the sprayer all set up and we'll make sure we have enough fertilizer. And they should be good, right? Yeah. They'll be fine. Never clean. Yeah, we have over here. You come with me. Spending a little more cash on some fertilizer. So we got 25% in here, but we will get it topped off and get going with that. And it looks like the barley is going in the ground correctly by Bobby's imposter. Man, I was hoping to get that mod working. I'm going to look into it a little bit more after recording and see if we can figure that out. But if anybody does know why it's not working for me, please let me know. Might do some Googling. All right, all topped up. Head on out to that field that we just planted. And we will get some fertilizer in the ground. Some nitrogen. Look at that spot. Imposter Bobby missed. We're going to have to clean that up ourselves later. Oh my goodness. That's why we can't have nice things. But here we go. And this will be nice to see the difference in the color change here because that'll allow us to really be efficient with this. And this implement, I think, is the right size for this field. It's anything bigger is just silly, in my opinion. This is a beast. Let's get this done, then we'll check on Bobby and figure out our plans for these other fields to our left. And this field is done, and we used a good amount of fertilizer. 17%, going to be less than that when we get done here. Probably 16% left. This field's big. I'm hoping for good things from this field, and one of the one of the things to keep in mind is once we get this harvested, I want a plan to be able to burn through all the barley we have very quickly. So by the time next year comes around, next summer, late summer, I definitely want a lot of factories up and running or an improved factory to get a ridiculous amount of whiskey busted out. Let's get this put away for now. It will do this field soon, actually. Let's get it filled back up and prepped. And hopefully the nitrogen that we have will be enough. And then we got some stuff to do. It's going to be dark when we're done with this episode, I have a feeling. We're going to buy one more pallet of that. These delivery fees, man, they're killing us. 85% should be good for that field, I believe. If not, we'll buy more when we need it. But we're going to put this over here for now. And we'll hop in that in a little bit. Let's see how they're doing seed-wise. Oh, there is a name on that. It looks like it's Sarah. This is Sarah. Hey, Sarah, you're doing great. I made a mean comment about you earlier, but you're doing great, Sarah. It's been a long time since we planted anything in Montana on Whiskey RP, and if you remember, if you've been following the series, we don't use herbicide here. We need our weeder. Let's go find the weeder. We're gonna get that hooked up to the John Deere and get that going. But we still have those other two fields. We want to get those done today too. Let's see, the weeder should be right there. All right, let's get this out of the way and into the John Deere and get the weeder. Now, because we're not gonna be able to see it change, gosh, let's just set up GPS right away. And if we do that, pull forward. Oh, we did it wrong. Lower it. We're gonna lock in place. And we're just gonna have to go up and down here so we get every single spot. Now, if we come back here, let's see, is this doing it? Yes, perfect. Yield bonus is at 75% already. And we're losing the grass over here, but that's okay. And what's the speed? We can go 12. So we'll get that set up and we'll continue on. Last pass here with the weeder. Going real good. It's nice on this tractor. Turning it around is real easy. It works really good with GPS. I'm really loving it. They're still working on planting the barley in the other fields, so we will probably take over, or we'll hop over there and do the fertilizer. We're gonna let Bobby probably use the hoe next month to take care of the weeds, as well as I think he's gonna end up having to plant wheat in the fields to the left while I am taking care of harvests in Montana. It's probably that we're gonna have to do running out of time in the day. These jobs are just taking time, and it was a lot to tackle in 1 month. So not even 1 month, one couple days here. We got to get back and finish September in Iowa. So the harvest is going to be waiting for us when I get back. Gotta get this done, get this fertilizer going, and then I gotta get my bags packed because we gotta get back there. We got a plane to catch in the morning. We gotta check on those fields and hopefully everything's okay. We haven't been there in a while, so I'm getting a little nervous. Hopefully that neighborhood's a little better than this one. Haven't heard from Ken in a while. I've been so busy. I do need to check in on Ken and Isaac as well. And we will put the weeder right here for now. Gonna have to get that sprayed off. This will be a good spot for it. And that'll definitely be something. Bobby's slacking. Yeah, Bobby, come on. You're better than that. All right, we're gonna hop in the sprayer here, head on over to the far side of the field and get started on this. And hopefully we don't catch up, but I think we're gonna catch up. Go ahead and get this thing opened up. And someone was saying I can adjust the... Oh, no, that was bad. I can adjust the wheels so that I can get a larger spread on the grapevines, but I don't see anything. Like, you can adjust the width. Activate doubled application? When did we add that mod? Interesting. I don't remember adding that mod. But change working width, if we do Control Z, just change the width of how it sprays, not necessarily the wheels. I don't see an option for that. I can see I can lower and raise this, which is pretty nice. But yeah, let me know if I'm just missing something. I'm being a doofus. Partial width, yeah, that's just for partial spraying. But let's get GPS set up here. If we turn on this, I want to hit home and pull forward a little bit. Home will lock us in right here. Turn that on and start spraying and drive forward. But that speed's too fast. There we go. Nope, that speed's too fast. There we go. And we can turn off our guidelines now. And we're going to go back and forth, and hopefully we don't need to do the headland because of the way we can go backwards in this implement or this machine. We're going to catch them. They're going faster now, but we're going to catch them. So the question is, can we get all the way up here, or do we have to back up? Oh, it does work. All right, shut it off, and then we will back up. And if we're looking at the bottom right of our screen there, there's a 0. We're going to want a -1 on here. Then we're going to lock in place. We're going to drive forward, go a little slow. We're going to let it get straightened out. And then we're just going to back up. And that should get us in a pretty good spot to just pull forward once we turn on the sprayer and get this entire space here and not miss a spot. And that is how we're utilizing GPS to really efficiently spray this field. We're able to just turn around and get going on this one because of the fence not being in the way. So just keep on going on. And we're looking like we might catch them. I'm not sure if we will. Let's get those beacons shut off. But yeah, they're moving a lot faster now. We got the speed override fixed, so they might be able to finish that up before we get over there. If not, we'll just delay for just a second and then get the tractor out of the way. Beautiful. We are only doing the single application. I don't remember adding that mod, but I don't really want to play that way on this playthrough, so that's interesting. Some other mod that I use must have that feature now. I don't know. You know, and if you're good at backing up, you can get really close to lining this up on your own, not have to do as much back and forth like I do. That wasn't bad. Back it on up, get the spray going, and do this next pass. Beautiful. And Bobby's done planting. Way to go, Bobby. Bobby did say over the radio earlier that he's going to go ahead and grab the weeder and get going on this field. So he wants to get that done tonight and not have to worry about it in October. What a great employee. And there goes Bobby. Awesome. Pretty good employee, and you know, really takes some ownership of this place at this point. It's definitely his only job, and he's a full-time employee here. You know, he's paid pretty well. Keep up the good work, Bobby. Couldn't do it without you. And I did notice that since the AI names are showing up for the helper mod, I might just look into the save file and see if I can adjust the names that way and get Bobby on there. Maybe name them all Bobby. We'll figure it out. I'll do some Googling. I'll do some research. I'm sure somebody in the comments will let me know what's going on with that. Let's get some lights going here too. It's getting dark. And this last little section, and gosh, this will be the last time I see Montana this calendar year. We got to get back to Iowa and do a lot of work there. Bobby's going to take everything over. We had a nice meeting over lunch on the plans for the rest of the year for work for him to do. Everything's set. We'll check in on him with some drone footage later on this year, but we're going to head out. We're going to get this put away. Bobby's going to clean everything up for us, finish the weeding, and we'll see you in Iowa next episode. Socks way up. We just ran out of fertilizer. We're going to need to get some more. I'll catch you on the next episode.